Game. So, incoming game music, just to warn you. And hopefully that should be quiet enough that you are able to hear us over the top. And it's just a light little background spattering, existence, presence. You word good. Word good is your
Fiction is
job.
by definition ephemeral, but the archive, the one that is owned by itself. Perhaps that has the best shot at immortality. Look at my alligator. Eldridge said it. AO3, the documentary directed by Werner Herzog. Happy New Year, losers.
Sorry, Jay. All right. Do you have any other Werner Herzog content for Alistair before we get started?
Welcome to Scarlet Hollow. I like the cat as much as anyone can like anything in this Twilight world. I'm done. We may continue.
Are you sure?
Probably not.
I totally disbelieve you're done with any of your nonsense and tomfoolery. I'm going to load the game now. All right, here we are.
Previously, this kind of...
No, do it right.
Previously, on Scarlet Hollow.
Dun dun! Okay.
This kind of dickish cat bit us. And we are playing a character whose aunt has died, and we have returned to the town of Scarlet Hollow, from which our mother escaped a long time ago to assist our cousin with the planning for the funeral. The cousin lives in the family's decrepit, functionally rotting mansion, which appears to be 3 rooms wide, and yes, isn't very happy to see us at all, possibly because of the circumstances within which Mum left were not happy ones.
Yes. So we have explored our rooms. We found the creepy doll that's always watching you.
Oh, and one of the attributes we chose was the ability to talk to animals, which is why we know Dustin is convinced he's about to die. The cockroaches in the bathroom are New York gangsters, and the cat is a disaffected, misanthropic French lady.
Southern Grey Gardens is a good description, Eldridge.
What is Grey Gardens?
We don't have time for that.
Let's move on. Okay.
All right. So, now we have explored all the rooms that are available to us in the house, so I do believe our options are either to do the things we know we should not do, or we might as well head into town. Or we can do there's the ability to be quite cruel to our cousin and eat her food.
And we don't want to.
And we don't want to. So, we're going to head into town.
It is just the height of dickitude. Sorry your mum died. Enjoy your mousy macaroni cheese.
Yeah, exactly. So now it is time to head into town and hope nothing befalls us. Well, you know.
Well, it's totally going to. There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. So you do just that. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop. Especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Then maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time.
We shall continue down the path, for we have no other options.
It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back to town, and good lord.
Ooh,
okay.
Look at all the boarded up signs.
Yeah.
General store.
The holler, as that guy in the bus called it, has probably seen better days. Still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you were peering into a grave.
Not quite a ghost town, is it? Gretchen? Oh, gosh. Oh. Excellent. Well, I do declare, who is this gorgeous stranger, and why does she smell of peanut butter? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Alright, now we have options. Explore. Talk to animals. Item. Offer Gretchen your boiled peanuts. Can we stop offering boiled peanuts to everybody?
No.
I think we should say it's nice to meet you,
Me
Gretchen.
too.
Pet the dog. A pug. She's so cute. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. I don't do too well with dogs. How dare you, sir? So should we talk to the person or talk to the pet?
Let's talk to the person and then the pet.
Okay, let's say, tell me more about this wonderful creature. I am in love with this dog and wish to know everything there is to know about her. Gladly. Her favorite food is Cheese Whiz. Her favorite toy is an old sock I sewed to look like a squirrel. And her favorite show is Murder, She Wrote. I love this woman.
She's clearly the best dog
I love
and best
this
lady.
woman. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Did someone just mention Murder, She Wrote? And Cheese Whiz in the same sentence? Wait, that's the dog.
That's the dog.
Okay, I need an accent for the dog. Help.
Well, I mean, the two I would go for...
You be the dog.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but did someone just mention Murder, She Wrote and Cheese Whiz in the same sentence?
Okay. Ethel Merman works.
A little bit.
We'll go Ethel Merman. Okay. Sometimes I leave it on in the background while I'm working to give her something to do. She'll actually sit in her little bed and watch it like an old lady with her programs. All right, so now we can ask.
Let's do how'd you two meet. That's just too cute.
It's just so adorable. That's so cute. How did you first meet her? My mom was a vet, and she used to visit the regional animal shelter on weekends to do checkups. When I was real young, I'd go with her to volunteer, which really meant I'd do a little bit of manual labor, then play with the dogs for the rest of the day. One weekend, believe it or not, someone dropped off this little 1-year-old pug that outgrown its cute puppy stage. When I went to clean her kennel, she looked up at me with those big, watering, nervous eyes, wagging her entire butt and whimpering like no one had ever loved her before. I could not fall head over heels, you know?
It was the absolute most dreadful place I had ever been my entire life. If it weren't for this sweet young lady, well, perhaps it's best not to think about it.
My parents were rugged mountain folks, so they weren't big on toy breeds, and at first they refused to even consider adopting poor Gretchen. But I kept visiting her every week, and soon enough they caved and let me take her home. My dad still wasn't too keen on her at first, but soon enough he was taking her out on the trails like she was a hound dog. Keen eye, you can't help but notice that she's been talking about her parents in the past tense. Sorry for talking your... Oh, no, this is her again, isn't it? Sorry for talking your ear off, but I can't help it. I could prattle on about Gretchen for hours.
Her name is Stella.
Okay, but where are my manners talking to you for this long without introducing myself? I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up here in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The SCARLET funeral? Do not offer her your boiled peanuts. What a horrible... Would you like my damn sack? What a horrible conversation breaker. Lie, none of your business, remain silent, and... Let's just introduce ourselves. How about that?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Petra. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath.
Pardon me. One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me.
That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How she's holding up. To be honest, I've been a little worried about her all alone up in that big house. Keen eye.
I mean,
oh gosh, okay. Explore. I'm sorry, did you say... Let's go with an explore option because it prolongs the conversation. I'm sorry, did I hear you right? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. She did back when I knew her better. It's, been a while. Hope she's okay.
Are they exes?
Maybe. So now we have the option to say, I think we should say she's struggling.
Just gotta be honest. You know?
No. You can never go wrong with honesty. You don't regret it.
Well, I'm worried about her too.
I think I'm worried about her too is a good one. I don't want to, tell people what Tabitha is experiencing, but commiserating that this is a person who could use support is probably a good idea. Hang on a second. I'm worried about her too. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figure she'd probably be having a rough go with things. She and her mom are real close. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying here, even if she don't think so herself. Thanks for letting me know, by the way. All right, here we go. How long have you known her for? Yeah. Are you two friends? She's not really worth your time. How rude. You can so totally stack this conversation. How long have you known her?
How long have you known her is a good one.
How long have you known her for? Oh, quite a long time. The town's real small, so everybody's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tab and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck, and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was a little more prickly, but I managed to soften her up in the end.
Thank you.
But then she graduated, and that was that.
I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged.
Okay, don't... You would also...
I'm trying for...
Ethel Merman.
I'm trying for Ethel Merman. Oh, darling! You know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met... the Frou-Frou. How does that monster fare?
Okay, so we have multiple talk to animals. Ignore Gretchen, lest Stella discovers your quirk.
I quite like... It sounds like you and Frou-Frou have a history.
Oh, I know, right? We totally have to do that one. Okay.
Old lady pets feuding, you know?
It sounds like you and Frou-Frou... Oh, wrong voice. It sounds like you and Frou-Frou have a history. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? I think we go with this one.
Just deadpan it, yeah.
Alas, you've discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can talk to animals, and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a Southern belle when she talks. Oh, darn, I've got the wrong accent. Oh, well, we'll know for next time.
You want to swap out?
No. Stella's too awesome as a Southern belle. Thank you. Yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact.
Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her.
Yes, everybody noticed Stella's Mothman t-shirt. Is it not awesome? I want a Mothman t-shirt now.
I don't know again.
Oh, if you just go to town... Oh, sorry. If you just got into town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for coffee, and they got amazing biscuits. My treat.
Hell yeah.
Follow her. Never say no to biscuits. Or Southern hospitality.
Or Southern biscuits.
Aha!
People. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life.
American biscuits, folks. So savory, quick bread, scones, thin, light, fluffy. Perfect for biscuits.
Gravy
also,
and sausages.
Please notice, this is absolutely an American diner. How can you tell? Not the aesthetic. No, not the pie under the jar. No. See this right here? You see this bottomless coffee?
That's how you people got to the moon.
That's how America got to the moon. Bottomless coffee. What else have we got on here? Fancy City coffee.
Sausage biscuit special, Sunday pancake special.
Winnie's winning smile.
Free. Oh, that's adorable.
I wish to visit this town and give it money for its baked goods. Oh, okay. Let's like take a look at everything.
So we got the short order cook running the hot plate. That's some good looking pie.
She's behind the counter. Got the cops. Always a good sign of the food of a place is if the cops are eating there.
Cops and doctors every time.
We got somebody not so happy here. This person, I'm not going to gender them, this person looks like a server.
My man there in the middle between the avuncular big chap and the gentleman drinking coffee looks like he has plot hanging off him.
Yes, and they all are wearing the same jacket, so I'm thinking mining uniform.
Yeah.
And then we've got a parent and a little one here as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. What I wouldn't give for an all-night American diner right now. Like.
So you want me to make a Dutch baby for breakfast this weekend?
Oh. Maybe. Yeah. Can I have bottomless coffee?
You always have bottomless coffee.
Even if I have to make it myself. You can't trust a diner with a floor like that clean. It's that clean in the front. Don't look in the back. Oh, Waffle House. Oh, God. For proper hash browns. What I wouldn't give for proper hash browns and a crispy diner waffle.
We're going to take a moment here.
We're going to just take a moment and like bask in this scene and how I wish I was sitting right here, looking this way, pointing at the coffee. All right. Shall we move on?
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
We love diners, you might be able to tell. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Well done. Good job.
Oh, what are you looking at? Hey, everyone, I'm Petra. Quietly slide into the nearest booth. Remain silent.
Anybody want a peanut from my wet sack?
Please stop offering strangers your wet sack. Please. Oh, what's this, Kiwi? There's news and I've missed it. Also, I recently embraced being gender fluid.
Hooray!
Yay! Congratulations.
Congratulations,
well done,
Kiwi.
So, should we introduce ourselves?
Let's introduce ourselves, because what the fuck are you looking at, bull bags? Doesn't seem to be a conversational gambit.
Yeah, I think... Yeah. There we go. Hey, everyone. I'm Petra. Just in town for the funeral.
Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction.
Looks like your entrance was a little bit more dramatic than you were expecting, huh?
Look at Gretchen's little face.
I know. Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. And with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Look at, see?
Yeah.
Oh, I see some good photos here on the walls, too. Holler... Paycoon? Looks like a newspaper.
Holler Tribune Gazette or something.
Something like that.
With keen eye, as you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmurs of conversation around you.
Shh. Oh, come on. Let's listen in.
Stella pets Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, two policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other.
Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet her.
Looks so much like her.
You're assuming you're that guy.
Yeah.
I need a voice for her.
Yeah, old man cop.
Vivian. Okay, we have a name. Is that our mom's name? Our mom's name is Vivian. Quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. I always thought it'd go away once she finally got out of this town, but... I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. Dun, dun, dun!
Where the fuck is the winning smile, Winnie? Mm-hmm. A young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table.
Solidarity, my child! Solidarity! Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. That's Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why she looks so sad. I would look sad too if I had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin is mean too? I don't know. I'll find out the next time I go visit Miss Tabitha.
That's your cleaner.
Are you going to finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweet Pea, and we've got to get home to Daddy. No, it's not, because the cleaner has the I survived the 50th birthday party crawl.
And she's too young. Yep. In the far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper.
And not looking at all like a ranger.
Plot, Aragorn. Why the strangers who wander into town never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age? Why is it always coal boys, punks, and whippersnappers?
Who was that? Aging John Constantine.
I was aiming for Mark Shepard, but I figured it'd land on Mark.
Mark Shepard / Aging John Constantine totally works for me.
Through the looking glass now, boys.
Oh, God, yes.
Lastly, a group of coal miners, who are going to be from Yorkshire, deal with it, sit hunched around the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. So that's the boss's cousin. There's that funeral this week. If I'm remembering right, for Miss Pillan. May she rot in peace. Oh, let the lady rest, Lloyd. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were. Especially because before they've been so much as laid to rest. If you'd been around in a raid day, you'd be speaking ill too, Tommy. He's right. Nastiest woman I've ever met. That Tabitha is a blessing compared to her. Curse the old lot of them. May every scarlet burn in hell.
Oh, you're cheery. I know. It's supposed
Winning
to be
smile, delighted look.
It's supposed to be an Appalachian mining town, but they've imported Yorkshire miners.
Do you want me to do 4 separate versions of my generic American accent?
Please don't.
Because I will.
No, God, please. Okay.
I will fly up the wall and spend money on it. That's enough of that.
All right. Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. I don't know who this individual is yet.
They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Oh, hello.
Aw, shucks. Thanks, Avery.
And here's some bacon for the little lady. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Look at her face.
Oh, look at this. Look at this, my love. Anything for you? Do not offer them boiled peanuts. Stop! Isn't bacon bad for dogs? Don't be a jerk. No thanks. I ate recently. How much is the coffee? Order coffee, order biscuit, order a biscuit and coffee please, is Avery. The correct answer. Could I wrong
Can
one.
I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they were really good.
Best in the county.
Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. I'm liking the pronouns, by the way.
Yes, very much so. Should we just take turns?
Yes, let's just take turns.
Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone.
Interesting. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. Yes, we are going to Avery's party.
Hell yes,
OMG,
we are.
Yes. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion.
Hey, let's go to a wake.
Basically.
Cool. I'm always up for ones which open the door to more conversation. And is that like a church thing? Seems to be the one that does that.
Is the potluck a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No. The Sunday thing is coincidental. It's usually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. Well, that was my question!
It's like, the hell? That's a shame seems value neutral and also opens a door.
No,
well,
that's a shame sounds shamey to me.
Well, how about I get that?
I think I get that as nice and neutral. A non-religious community in the rural South is a stereotype.
That's a what? An English person who hates tea? I mean, obviously we...
Right, Ocean? I have scones and I'm definitely going to have one after playing this.
That would never happen. We'd have to throw them out of the country. But I take your point. We were going for I get that, I think.
Well, Stella, Ozzy says, no, ask about religion. Stella's a very gracious conversationalist. So,
You going to go with that? I think you're going to go for it.
I think let's be interrogatory, but without being rude. Hey, Chanel. Hey, who else just joined?
Compost,
hey. A non-religious community, we're in the rural South. That's gotta be unusual. I know. We must seem like such heathens.
She is absolutely flirting with us.
But there are plenty of God-fearing folk in this town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church.
Ooh, I smell plot.
Yeah. Well, the building's fine, but the pastor's another story. There's
Irish.
just something a little off about the guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. You're totally going to make him Irish. Right? Of course you are.
Oh. Anyway.
And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Oh, she has something in mind.
Yeah, let's absolutely do. Do you have something in mind?
Yeah. This is a good option too, but not entirely honest.
And also, Tabitha's awful and clearly needs help.
Yeah, exactly. There's a nice path to walk there about being there for somebody to help them without shoving them in a direction they don't want to go.
Oh, thank you, Knife.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
These streams are so comforting, honestly. I could watch you two banter for so long. Aww.
And she did buy us a biscuit. Absolutely, Scott. By the way, folks, this has been going almost an hour already. So make sure that if you have a tea, it hasn't gone cold, and get yourself a sip of water or stretch your legs or any of those good things.
If you require a food, do a food.
Yeah. I recommend biscuits. Something tells me this is a loaded question, and you have something in mind. Was I being that obvious?
Yeah.
My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And it's always better when someone else is there to...
She's wearing a Mothman shirt. We're already dead.
Before Stella can finish, Avery returns. Biscuit in tow. Look at the size of that thing! That biscuit is the size of their fist. That is a proper biscuit. And it's as tall as it is round. I'm drooling. I want to eat that so bad.
So I'll do the first couple Avery lines, and then you tag it.
Yeah, okay. I'm totally making biscuits for dinner tomorrow.
Please do. Please do.
I'd
love that.
I gotta make biscuits for dinner tomorrow.
All right. Okay.
Alrighty. And yes, Grim, I think she's totally flirting with us. It's awesome.
Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in.
Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Why do I get the feeling that Avery didn't ask Winnie anything?
I don't think Avery asked her a goddamn thing.
I think
they just got us a biscuit.
I think Avery's very good at interpreting what Winnie means.
Yes.
As opposed to what Winnie says. What do I look like? Oh, how rude. Thanks, it looks great. You didn't have to do that.
Let's go with thanks, it looks great.
Thanks, it looks great. Yeah, don't be dishing people's hospitality. Yeah, I am very much in love with Avery as well.
If we're not careful, someone will go,
Thanks,
pray
Avery.
for you.
It looks great.
You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. And Gretchen wants it so badly. Look at her face.
Pass the honey. Oh.
You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Fucking me up, game.
I can't drool on camera. I can't drool on camera.
Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. I think just whoa.
Yeah, I think whoa is a good one. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it.
Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous?
I love how the music just died. Oh, Avery, I'm not famous.
Look, if you're not going to go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm going to do it for you.
Would you take Avery's line as well?
Yeah, of course. Stella sighs.
I'm a YouTuber. Ugh, you and everyone. Oh, how
Fuck
rude.
off.
Wow, you can really be mean.
Oh my god.
Let's ask.
Yeah.
What kind of videos do you do? Cool. What kind of videos do you do?
She hunts cryptids.
Of course she does. She's wearing a Mothman t-shirt and takes photos in the woods.
We're so dead.
We're dead.
You should really check out her channel, Petra. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but, you know, the controversial one.
Oh, yeah.
The Catawba. Or the Catawba, or whatever.
I want to say Catawaba, but it's missing an A.
I would say Catawba.
Catawab. Maybe Catawab? I'm going to have to look this up. Somebody remember the name of this cryptid. I'm totally going to look it up after this game. Oh, yeah, the Catawab River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So, the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawab River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera.
Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river.
Some folks say it was a beaver, but if that's the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've ever seen. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must escape from a local wildlife sanctuary.
It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away.
I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on.
Okay, so whatever it is, you should leave it alone is exactly the wrong answer for a horror game.
Yeah, exactly.
That looks like a mountain lion is a possibility. Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion.
But Avery is standing right here, and Stella already gave us the sort of "you talk to animals, sure" thing.
I'd maybe go with her. That looks like a mountain lion.
I like the keen eye option here. Let's. It's a nice neutral. We'll all take the blame. I'm an outsider type thing. I can't do it. I can't. Okay, Paragon Renegade.
Tell them off Blackwall.
Oh yeah, okay. That part in Dragon Age where Blackwall kind of like runs off and you can go back and get him. I tried playing the bad option once and I got like 4 lines of dialogue in and I was like, I'm sorry. And I reloaded. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I cannot do the bad guy options. It just does not work for me. I feel awful. So yeah, let's go with, oh yeah, that looks like a mountain lion.
Despite the shaky camera footage, you can clearly make out the shape of the creature's head and its relative body proportions. You're pretty sure that it's a mountain lion. I
think that might be a mountain lion. Can't you see its little kitty cat ears? No. No way. It was absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body is too long. No way.
I love how all the way through this Gretchen is just like, bacon. I need bacon.
Yes, I know.
Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. I like you.
I like Avery. Ha, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba River, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come.
She works so well as Southern. You did such a great job.
So, speaking of things to do around town...
Oh, Jesus.
I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if you'd maybe want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm just going to go after the...
Wait, no spoilers.
Whoops. Sorry, Avery.
It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See you all around.
Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape.
Oh my god.
Yes! Okay. Isn't that just worst Bigfoot? Oh, that's the best description of a skunk ape ever.
The heck yeah or what skunk ape?
Yeah, let's say what skunk ape. I think ignorance is a good position to take here, because otherwise, ooh, okay. What's a skunk ape? It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. But while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady down from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky. That sort of thing.
We are going to die in the woods.
We are so going to die in the woods. Are you nuts? Against my better judgment, yes. Absolutely. Are you going to be there, Gretchen? Should we talk to the dog?
Let's try the dog.
You want to talk to the dog?
We should be sensible and do absolutely, shouldn't we?
I think Gretchen will be there by default, yeah. So I think we're okay with that. Oh, yes. Absolutely. I'd love to come along. That's great! It's been a while since I had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is gonna be so much fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wondered if they'd been down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanisha has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call?
Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings.
Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure. But if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met someone cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah? Just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang. That sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, she looks sad. Compost, which we overheard them talking about us. We haven't talked to them. Reese.
It's Gretchen.
Oh.
Reese. There's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him.
Looks like it's just you and me, pal.
This is totally a date. It's a date we will be murdered on.
Let's explore. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are.
I go with these.
We could be a little flirty. Come on, let's be flirty. Though it might really piss off Tabitha if we hook up with her ex. Oh, awkward. Let's totally flirt. We're totally gonna flirt. Honestly, I'm kind of glad it's just the two of us. Yeah, fair enough. You just got here, and I'm probably already overloading you a bit. Sorry about that. We should stop by his place sometime this week, though. I think you two would like each other. He can be a little rough around the edges, but like in a funny way. Anyways, we got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up in the mountains before it's too dark.
Oh, God.
Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand.
You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression.
I'm kind of feeling like that might actually be a good place to... Should we push a little further ahead?
We got 11:09.
We could push a couple more minutes.
Let's push a couple more minutes.
Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a tip. Leave a generous tip. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip. You didn't spend any money. Leave a tip, for the love of God. Come on. Avery's awesome.
You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know, it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience. You might as well share the wealth while you've got it, though. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table, inconspicuously.
Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure.
Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind.
And the motorcycle revs back.
Super impressed.
It's the sun's going down and we're in the woods, we're gonna die!
It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity.
That was the town hall as we came in.
This town is a street.
Most of them are, honey.
We're in Wayne.
Okay. One of my sisters lived in rural Washington State for a long period of time.
Hello, Raiders, by the way.
Hey, welcome to the raid. Let's do a quick recap. We are playing Scarlet Hollow, which has some content warnings.
We've met a very cool local YouTuber who we think is flirting with us.
Which is kind of awesome.
And her amazing doggo.
Now we're going in the woods in the dark with a stranger and a dog. This won't end poorly, honest. But yeah, there was a little teeny town called Wayne.
It actually had a paper mill disaster memorial.
Because it had a paper mill that had a disaster. That's the kind of town it was.
And we drove through on the way to stay with Marguerite's sister, and there was an old gentleman on the porch of the post office, and he waved at us. And I went, "Who's that?" And Marguerite went, "That's Wayne." And then a couple of days later, we drove back through, and it was Sunday, and I was like, "Wayne's not on the porch." And she looked at me and went, "Of course not. Can't be car waving on a porch on Sunday. Got to go to church." And I've never felt more like I was in America than at that exact moment.
That's pretty fair. We see our situation with renewed clarity.
Good, great. That's great. That's great. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters.
That is the place we are, in fact.
You feel...
Ooh, strangely calm, tense, unsettled, more
alive. I would
alive
actually
than
go
you've
with
been.
either more alive than you've been in years or strangely calm.
I like strangely calm.
Strangely calm is like, sure, okay, this is where I am.
You feel strangely calm.
The setting sun paints beautiful colours in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care in the world.
Oh, that's very nice. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record since last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next one, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes.
I'd just like to point out that Gretchen is in the background sniffing very interesting things.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's the weirdest
These
thing?
Are all good.
These are
Let's
all
do
great
all of them.
questions.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen in the woods? Yeah, let's ask. What's the weirdest thing you've seen in these woods? Other than anything cryptid related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up.
Content warning, nature.
Yeah, we should probably do a quick refresh on content warnings. We're going to start talking about nature, and it's weird.
Death is coming, possibly for us.
By the way, I think that's legit, too. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure it counts as weird anymore. Yes, deer are herbivores, unless they're in stress and environmental depredation, and then, like most animals, they make do. Ooh. Oh, tetanus lake. Oh God, we're doomed.
Great.
Tetanus Lake, that's definitely the weirdest. It was a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees going on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground, which how much it can be compressed. With how much it had been compressed. But you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It was all stuff from the 50s too, which was super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I kept on my dresser as a little souvenir. That was good.
I do. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids?
Yeah. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing. Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. Folks, please keep an eye on that dog in the background. I'm really starting to get worried. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids.
Yes, luckier.
I want to believe in ghosts so bad. And I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. +1 shot. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. There's a genre of cryptid? I did not know that.
Cryptids are semi-metafictional. I think that's legit.
Great beast genre of cryptid. I'll keep an eye on that. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist. Because if they're really out there, geez. A lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that's just bunk. Am I right?
God, could you be any more southern?
I know, right? Yes! You ready?
Ready. What
do you think about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real. They have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids.
I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with all this critter nonsense.
You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Oh.
She's like, oh?
Oh, gosh. This line is so perfect, right? See, that's just what the government wants you to think. It's easier for them to cover up their secret research program if they trick everyone into thinking that the aliens are behind abductions and UFO sightings and all that weird stuff. Sure, the government does mess up stuff on the daily, but the way I see it, I have about as much control over them as I would over extraterrestrial beings. So if I have no control over these things, I might as well choose to think it's been aliens all this time and let a little joy into my heart, you know?
I really hope you're not about to get killed.
Please don't get killed, Stella. Please.
You're too pure for this town.
Besides, it's not like it matters which of us is right if either of us is right at all. I'll die one day, and so will you, and eventually there'll be no one left who remembers us or what we did in our lifetimes. Okay, you got a little bummer there.
You've disarmed me with your nihilism. Don't try to disarm me with your nihilism.
Just say, damn, you've disarmed me with your nihilism. Damn, you've disarmed me with your nihilism, and now I feel an empty pit in my soul at the thought of the vastness of time. Oh, don't worry. Isn't there some comfort in the inherent meaninglessness of our actions?
Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes?
No, we're doing that last.
Okay. Yeah, press the button.
Are you really expecting to find anything out here? What are the chances we actually run into a skunk ape in just one night of filming?
One is going to step out to the woods in like 3 seconds.
I know. That's fair. We are hunting a creature that's stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of someone like that popping out to star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? You ready?
Okay.
Has anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think.
No, the answer is no. Everything's always been fine.
There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff.
Oh, God.
But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine. His leg only took a couple months to heal.
I may have gone to school with Reese.
All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kind of got a little stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of Wumpus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that Wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole.
Yes, there are.
Oh,
there are
she's
two.
about to make a reference to swimming in tomato juice, isn't she? And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. We have a question for you in the chat. Are there Manx cryptids?
There are two Manx cryptids. The island is one of the places where the black dog, the common metaphor for depression, is actually a black dog.
Yeah.
That originated in an awful lot of stories. There's also various fey creatures, which are mentioned in a lot of Manx myth.
I do too, Grim Goblin.
Yeah. And the other one, which is legitimately a cryptid, is, I believe it was named Kip or Kif the Talking Mongoose, who was a mongoose who talked. And this was in the 1970s, and as I understand it, there is audio recordings of this.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Geff, thank you.
Geff, a talking mongoose. Okay, I'm going to have to look that up, too.
Yep.
There's a song?
I believe there may also be a song, yes. Not a talking goose, not a gooses.
Alistair's found a Canadian TikToker that he really likes who pronounces it gooses.
And refers to them as military-grade seagulls.
Yes, and it's been something he's talked about frequently for the last couple of days.
I want to press the... As if I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind, darling. That's what I did. And I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours.
It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense. But a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. For those of you who have never had the pleasure of encountering a skunk in real life. Okay. This won't make as much sense to Brits. You know what this smells like? An eraser? You know what a pink pearl eraser smells like, Americans? Take that scent and make it as intense as you can possibly make it. That's what a skunk smells like to me. And you can't get rid of that scent. The only conventional way to get rid of it is tomato juice. You bathe yourself, or in most cases, the dog who had the run-in with the skunk, in tomato juice. It's a whole experience.
This is one of those...
Ask me how I know. Okay.
This is one of those legitimate, okay, I guess I'm burning these clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Moments, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But you don't want to burn the dog.
No,
so you have to
it would hate
convince the poor pupper to take a tomato juice bath, usually twice or 3 times to get the smell out.
So you have your...
It's all...
You have the awful thing of the dog sometimes. You go, Mom, why do I smell bad? Mom, why are you putting me in there?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It is an experience. It is an experience.
From far off, they smell like good weed. From up close, they smell like hate.
Kiwi? Yes. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Hey, giant plays are the best kind.
Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke property and nearly got my head shot off.
We'll be beating him.
Who's Duke? I'm very worried about Duke. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Oh, shit.
Everybody in the chat, you just heard that snapping twig, right?
Oh, shit.
Oh. Can we save? Let's save the game really quick. Hi, I'm a weenie. I'm gonna save the game really quick.
We should have saved in the diner.
I know, but it's too late now. Okay. Everybody?
Okay.
Something's happening. We don't know what it is. We're all braced.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah. You want me to... This is presumably the guy, yeah?
It's presumably the guy.
I apologize again for the total lack of American accents. Calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, Duke, you rascal.
Okay, Gretchen obviously loves this person.
Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl.
Sorry for being jumpy, Duke. I thought you were...
Some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie. Just old Duke.
I don't think we saw him in the diner.
We did not.
He's got a devil's baseball cap on.
That's cool.
There's an uncomfortably large black void in the background that's gonna fill with creepy eyes.
Oh. I love how Gretchen's default facial expression is dog.
Yes, exactly.
Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here?
I figured out that accent. Oh, malfeasance.
Malfeasance.
There we go. Skunk ape.
Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You want... Is that...
Yep.
I see. Welcome to the Holler. My condolences. I will keep you in my prayers.
Interesting character development. Another stranger. Another opportunity for a salty introduction. For the love of God.
No. We're not handing this old man a damp bag of... No.
Somebody's gotta like them, right? We still have this horrible boiled bag of peanuts that some stranger on a bus gave us, and I don't know why.
If the stranger on the bus is revealed to be God in the final act or something, so you still got the peanuts? Yeah, you passed the test. I hate you so much.
Everybody wants us to do it.
Go on.
Sure.
You hold out the slippery bag in front of Duke, which has grown quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack, like the scent of old beer, but you're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like. Boiled peanuts from your backpack. No, I'm all set, thank you. Now, both of you all head back onto town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. What do you know, old man?
Oh dear.
I'm out dealing with my own critter, and I will not be appreciative if a couple of fools with the camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife.
I missed Stella's eye roll. Oh no. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy. Something musky. You see anything like that recently? Look at her. She's got the camera out.
Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. And you put that damn camera down.
Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I can help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best.
Did you now? That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkapungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I lost 3 this week. I can't afford to lose many more than that.
I'm so sorry to hear that. But, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken.
Now, see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell it is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you.
Oh, Duke, you don't think it's...
I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. Couldn't be nothing else.
I'm telling you, Duke, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 90s, and even those were iffy.
It's true. There are mountain lions out here, sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees. I can't believe you got out there on your YouTubes saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed. Yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by old geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true.
Oh. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I don't think it's plausible.
You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn, girl. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and you stay out of the woods tonight.
I kind of feel like this is between the two.
This feels like it's between the two of them, yeah.
I don't want to outsider explain all of this. Yeah.
Or just...
You stand awkwardly by as the two continue to argue. Duke, you're just wasting your time. Give us just one night out there to see what we can find, and I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, right. You'll get some shaky footage of a raccoon and claim it's a heretofore unknown creature that has heat ray vision or some nonsense. I know what I'm looking for. There's no way I'm backing down.
But I've got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. Honey, make other content. Come on.
You ain't the only one on the schedule. As you well know, my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair, show off Big Betty tomorrow morning.
I have so many questions.
We'll be gone there a whole week, so our chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies.
Is this guy's name Kevin?
No.
I think we should go.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is, if he gets eaten, I'm gonna feel awful.
How awful would you feel if the dog got eaten?
Yeah. It's just... Yeah. Let's just go, Stella. He's not gonna budge. You're right. No point in losing any more time to arguing. Fine. We'll head back to town. Break a leg out there, Duke.
Breaking what now?
I mean, good luck, old man.
All right. You have a nice night. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came.
Oh, honey, no. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on. I know a trail that'll just get around him.
What do we want to do?
Ooh.
Like, for example, would you perhaps like me to check to see whether the outcome of this event perhaps hurts a certain aging doggo?
I don't want any outcomes that hurt an aging doggo. But how about this? We've been playing for about an hour and a half, and we have to make an important decision.
This is a good spot to leave
so
it.
This is an excellent, dramatic...
Let's save in another slot.
...place to save. All right, so we're going to save the game, and then we're going to take a little break.
Let's save in slot 3.
All right, fine. There we go. We've saved. And we will leave it on this cliffhanger do a little research to make sure we don't do anything to Gretchen.
Gretchen must be protected at all costs.
Gretchen is our precious cinnamon pug.
Oh, darling.
I love how she loves Duke. That's great. Okay, everybody, we're going to take a couple minutes for a break to get up and stretch and get some fresh water and all of that good stuff. And then we will... Yeah, I'm a little worried about Duke out there with his shotgun as well. So
oh, these skunk chunks.
Skunk chunks.
Kanky barrows.
All right. We'll be back. The thing with this stuff. We'll be back in a couple minutes, everybody. Get a stretch, get a break, get a snack, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in a few.